Hey everyone, welcome back to Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. I'm Anthony Toma, your host. Today we have Doug Soroki here with another segment of Doug's Corner. Doug's gonna help you navigate the landscape of buying, trading in, leasing. What else is there, Doug?
And if you want to get out of your vehicle early,
Right.
or if by chance you're over your miles, I can show you ways to cushion the blow. It's still going to cost you something, but we can make it a lot easier on you.
Doug is a car broker, one that's been in our family forever, family friend. Tell us a little bit about how someone would go about getting some sort of deal to kind of soften the blow of the car market today.
Well, sometimes you have to be a little more flexible and be able to let me help you choose the car. And then, or you may have to wait till next month, you know, when the better incentives come out. But there always is a way to put a deal together. And a lot of them are some of the incentives by loyalty. Are you a student? Do you have a student in your family?
What about the A plan? And
Yeah, the Ford or GM discounts.
Does Ford still have some discounts?
Yeah, they still have the A plan, and they still
Okay.
they have some really good incentives. In fact, for these two college students last month, they had a Ford at home, and we got them two Escapes for $353 a month.
Wow.
12,000 miles a year. But we put all the pieces together, and a lot of times when you go to these dealers, the salesperson just wants to sell instead of really looking into you and what they can do to help you.
So we kind of touched on those that are looking for a deal. What about those that aren't looking for a deal and just want the specific car that they want? What kind of cars do you deal in, and what can you
I
get
deal
them?
just about in everything, and if you really are looking for a certain car, then come to me 3 months before you want to get it, and let's order it. This way you don't have a bunch of options in the car that you're not going to use, like in the rear seat, the TV screens, you know, that's a $2,300 option, or there's different leathers that they use, like in the upper scale cars, like the Porsche or BMW or Mercedes. Some people prefer not, you know, just for the regular everyday car, work car. They'd rather have the new cloth than the leather. And most cars, I don't even think it's true leather anymore. I think everything is synthetic, except, you know, in the higher scale, the BMWs or Mercedes or.
So you cover you cover the Mercedes, the BMWs,
And you know, a lot of the GMCs, you know, the Yukons, the Terrains, the Buicks. In fact, right now, I think the best buy for the dollar are the Buicks. When I was a kid, I remember that Cadillac was the top of the, then came Buick, and then came Lincoln.
Yeah.
And today, you know, Lincoln is a very good car, and I have two dealers that we always have a lot of demos. So a demo saves you $3,000, which equates to about $90 a month less in payment.
What is that process? So the dealer lets you know when they have a demo, or you have to ask to see if they have demos?
Well,
You personally?
yeah. If they are.
For some people that don't know what a demo is, why don't you explain what a
A
demo
demo
is?
is usually a vehicle that they use for customers while their car is in service. It's called a service loaner. And so, like on a GMC, they'd save you $2,000, which is about $60 a month. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot of money, you know.
I mean, it is when you're talking a $300 or $400 car. 60
Yeah,
bucks
yeah.
is a
Yeah.
big part of that, big percentage of
They'll
that.
take a $480 payment and take it up to $550.
And so, to kind of throw out a little warning to folks who lease and have leased in the past, and who used to play around with mileage and that good stuff. We know our cell phones are tracked everywhere we go. We know our cars are tracked everywhere we go now. We know all the mileage is tracked. We know they have computers in them that tell every little bit about them. So just to warn the folks out there that have been, you know.
Well, and I know exactly where you're going.
Okay.
Don't think, or to think that you turn the OnStar off or one of the other companies off, that the car is still not tracking you. There are other redundant units in your car that tracks them. They even know how many hours the motors run.
Right.
You know, so it's easy for them to figure out that you know, you put on 12, you know, you ran at so many hours that you should be at so many miles, but it's all up in the cloud. And I've been getting a lot of customers that they're getting these letters from Ford and GM, and they know that the miles were turned back, and it automatically turns into a salvage title. So I recently had a gentleman that has a Cadillac XT6. He bought it for $38,000. That was the end of the lease purchase price. You know, it's right on your lease. And I told him, don't turn it in because, you know, they may come after you. So then we took it to the market and we tried to sell it. Within 2 weeks after that, and the most we were able to get was $16,000 for. Wow. So when you throw that salvage title on there, expect to lose 70% of the value, at least 60% of the value of the vehicle, when you may only be paying $3,000 or $4,000 if you don't turn it back.
Yeah.
And if you do at the time of leasing, let me know that you put on a lot of miles, and we'll have you buy the car.
Yeah.
Or the vehicle right at the beginning, and then go put on all the miles you want.
Yep.
And it's a tax write-off. The federal government gives you 52 cents a mile to use the vehicle. Well, when you lease, you only pay 25 cents a mile if you go over the miles. Though you can't say that, unless it's a business truck or a business car, that you're using it for 100%. But if you use it for 50%, you really have your money back.
You're breaking even.
Yeah, you're breaking even without any hassle.
So that's something that they should take up with their CPA or their bookkeeper?
Yeah, yeah. In fact, the bookkeeper knows, you know,
to ask.
Ask for that. Even like, I'm a firm believer also, and we'll go into another spot, the electric cars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my second. My brother has one.
These are Teslas?
No.
Audis?
Audis.
Okay.
BMWs.
Okay.
Mercedes. There's first a $7,500 rebate, and then there's another rebate, you know, that you do at the end of the year with your accountant, and there's probably about another $3,500 that you can take off your taxes. But the savings on these cars are if you put on 15,000 miles a year or more, it doesn't make sense to buy gas. My electric bill went up about $60 a month. And if I'm on the road, like I'm going up north this weekend to go golfing, and right by Grayling, there's a Myers, and the company is called Electrify America. So I could take my car, and let's say I'm down to 20%, and take it all the way up to 80%, which is about 260 miles, for less than $30. It's so cheap to go to a place and charge your car compared to fill it with gas.
What about those that say the batteries go bad or you
You're
have
only
to
leasing
replace
it for 3 years.
Oh, so you're saying lease these
Yeah,
things?
lease these vehicles.
Okay.
And it's not, you don't buy them because every year the range goes up. So when I got mine 3 years ago, the range was 240 miles. Currently, the new Audis, and I got one coming in 2 weeks, is going to be a little over 300 miles. Well, 300 miles, unless you're going on a long trip, you don't have to worry about it at all. And if you got like a Ford pickup or a big Yukon, you're only getting about 360, 370 miles on a full tank of gas. And that's $100.
So with all that said, why do you think these big car companies are going away from electric?
Yeah, it's really, I don't know why America hasn't done a good job with them, but the foreign cars have done a fabulous job with them.
With the electric?
With the electric cars.
Okay.
You can get, let's say, I have a guy that has a business in Ypsilanti. He lives in Birmingham, and he was filling up about twice a week, and each time about $70.
Okay.
So, so that's that's $560 in just gas
A month.
a month.
Yep.
So we got him into an Audi Q8. He spent $60 a month on gas now. His payment was a little over $900 a month. So most of his payment is the savings for the gas, and he has a much better car than he was driving before. Before he was driving a Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited.
Are the miles on an electric vehicle limited like the gas-powered ones when you lease?
I mean, do you buy so many miles? Yes.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, yeah, you can get 10,000, 20,000, 15,000.
Okay.
As many as you want.
All right, and then what do they charge a mile over?
25 cents.
Same as gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
But usually, like, if you're 3,000, 4,000 miles over, and you come to me, I go to the dealer and I say, "Look, you guys got to eat this,"
Yeah.
and they have no problem eating it because, they never.
They want the car. They want you to turn the car into them.
Yeah, because they're going to resell it and make a profit.
Yep.
And they're selling you another vehicle and making a profit.
Right, right.
And Doug's making money.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
And the most important part, Doug is making money.
Right. But if you do drive a lot, it really makes a lot of sense.
Lease electric.
Yeah, lease. And if you ever want to use one for a couple of days, just give me a call. I'll get you one to use.
Is that a test drive situation?
Yeah, just a test drive.
Okay. That's a great offer. Well, you said there was another item, a topic that you wanted to cover or get into, or was that just another example of the mileage thing?
No, I think the mileage thing needs to stop.
Yep.
You're going to get caught.
Yep.
It's a felony. It's not worth it. You might save $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Who wants somebody knocking at your door?
It's not. It's an ugly situation.
Change. Yeah.
And it is chump change. If you look at it, so 10 years ago, they used to charge you 25 cents a mile, right?
Yeah, it's still today, correct.
Okay, and still today is 25 cents a mile.
Right.
The 25 cents 10 years ago was worth way more than it is today.
Yeah,
So just
correct.
pay the 25 cents.
And if you buy it up front, you pay 20 cents. So it's really a ripoff. Let's say that you buy 15,000 miles a year and you don't use it. Well, they don't give you a refund.
Right.
So just buy the 12. If you go a little bit over, give me a call. We'll have it worked out.
Yeah, that's nice. What else would you like to cover, Doug, today?
No, I think that by just taking your time, don't always take what's on the floor, especially if you're buying a high-end vehicle. Call me 3 months early. Let's order it. Get exactly what you want, the colors you want, and you're gonna end up saving money because you're not gonna buy a lot of options that you're not gonna use.
Right. Very good. I guess that's a wrap
Yeah, that's a wrap.
on
And
Doug's
if you want
Corner
to call
today.
me,
Oh
I'll give
yeah,
my number.
that's right.
Doug Soroki, 248-761-7600. 248-761-7600. And even if you don't do business with me, you can still call.
And all of that information is going to be in the description below. Your number, if they want to just
Yeah.
re-look it up. Doug's a great guy. I can vouch for him 100%.
I think the Thomas have got 20 cars from me.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
at least.
From you. In fact, when your dad came to me, he had no idea what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted to buy. He wanted to be one of his last cars.
Yep.
So we put him in an Audi Q5.
And he couldn't be happier.
He couldn't be happier.
Honestly.
It's great in the snow. It's not really big. He parks it. I watched him at Shenandoah just back into a spot, almost like he's a race car driver.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, sir. Well, thanks for joining us for another segment of Doug's Corner here on Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. Have a blessed day,
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. Everybody be safe.
Yep.
And God bless you.
God bless.